Marty, I've got our 4th of July video done. How about come on over and maybe narrating a little bit of it for a lot of our people?
Sure, that sounds great. Love to.
Anyway, we left a few days before the 4th. We wanted to get a good spot over at Moonstone before all the other boats came. So we had started out with a nice little southwest wind. It went westerly, and we're just sailing along here about 4 or 5 knots.
Going to Catalina is one of our favorite things, especially around the 4th of July holiday.
The weather's was absolutely beautiful. Anyway, we arrived under sail and we put the anchor down, got a good spot. These are some shots. That's White's Cove, the guest dock there.
There weren't too many boats there when we arrived on Monday, but shortly thereafter there were a lot of boats arriving.
Quite a few boats. That was Brad Avery's Catalina, nice trawler out there. This is great. That's a Monte. They put a huge American flag up in the mast, and it was just so kind of patriotic looking in there and seeing that great flag flying.
We enjoyed our time there at Moonstone.
Anyway, after 4 days, we decided we'd going up to Goat Harbor. So we put the sails back up and tacked up the island about 4 miles. Now we're anchored at Goat Harbor.
Goat Harbor is a small little spot, and it's a good place to anchor, and it's sort of out of the way. Very peaceful there.
Anyway, we were very lucky. There was only one other boat there, and he was quite a ways away. There's quite a big shelf. We anchored out in about 100 feet and back down into probably about 60, but good holding ground there.
We were treated to that beautiful sunset.
Pretty sunsets. Some people were camping on the beach. It was very, very cozy and comfortable.
And we had some really good weather. Sunshine.
Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, we spent, I think, 3 days there. Now we decided to go to Avalon. It's probably about 5 or 6 miles from Goat Harbor. We're back at White's Cove. There's some kayakers that all pulled their kayaks up on the beach. They've been in there swimming. This is the lady, she's the harbor master there. She lives on that catamaran, and she drives that little boat around and collects fees for the moorings and helps people.
It was a busy time, a lot of people coming and going, a lot of boats to look at and enjoy.
Some of these guys are like we call homesteaders. They keep their boat there permanently and work in Avalon, go back and forth. This is a little more shallow water here. It's only about 40 or 50 feet. This is something that's new this season, that we had a lot of rain at the island. That's a huge landslide. That was Toyon Bay. This used to be a Boy Scout camp. Not sure what it is now. Finally, we're just almost to Avalon, and that's the condos at Descanso Bay.
There's one of our favorite sites, the casino.
That beautiful casino. Mr. Wrigley built that back in, I think, the 30s.
And then there's Descanso Beach, popular place for the tourists that come onto the island.
Anyway, we pull on into Avalon. We got a nice mooring right near the dinghy dock in the Catalina Island Yacht Club. And we signed up for 5 days, and luckily we never had to move. This is a shot of the bay. That's the Wrigley Mansion way up on the hill. And we're zooming out, and this gives you a picture of the mooring area and Avalon Harbor. Absolutely beautiful. That's our little boat out there on the mooring. It's a Down East 38.
You can see there were a lot of people there. It's a very popular place, and some people come on their own boats, and a lot of people come on the different boats that you can get out of Long Beach or out of Newport Beach.
Actually, we get so cozy and comfortable on the boat that you get lazy, but we force ourselves to go ashore, and we've been there, I think, 3 days. We decided we're going for a long walk, so we decided to go down to Pebbly Beach. There's a restaurant down there, and I said I would take the high road, which is up around the Wrigley Mansion and over to the backside, and Marty was taking the low road. These are shots downtown Avalon. Lots of people there. Remember, this is still part of the 4th of July week. This is the Pleasure Pier right in the middle of Avalon. You can rent boats, you can go parachute flying, you can rent a kayak. Here's a guy that's rented a little outboard motorboat. Just about anything you want you can rent. They got a little restaurant out there, fill scuba tanks. Just something for everybody.
There's a zip line, you can rent kayaks. There's so many things for people to do. Or you can just sit on the beach and relax. A lot of people enjoy that too.
Yeah, those kids were just fishing out there. Anyway, this is from the pier looking at Avalon. It's one of the prettiest little cities, I think, in the whole state of California.
Ice cream's very popular.
Luau Larry's, man. We've had lots of cocktails in that place.
It's a tradition and it's a very popular place.
Okay, these are still downtown. Marty's taken off. She's going to take the low road down to the Buffalo Nickel restaurant. I'm taking the high road. This is the Catholic Church there just before you start the climb. I think probably I'm going up about 500 feet. This is looking down. That's the Holly House. Been there for many, many, many years. It's just recently got restored.
Some beautiful views from up there.
That's one of the passenger ships going back to Long Beach. And you can rent these little electric cars too downtown.
It's a great way to drive around. You can see almost all of this area around Avalon using one of those little cars.
Yeah, some people, they saw me walking and they offered me to give me rides, but I thought, what the heck, man, I'm out here for the exercise. Now I'm a little bit further along. I'm way past the Wrigley House. Now I'm looking down on Pebbly Beach down there. That's the kind of the whole commercial part of Catalina Island. That's where all the food comes in, all the building materials. There's a boatyard down there. And this is some housing, I think, for the people that live and work on the island.
We like going out to the Buffalo Nickel. It's a good walk. For me, it's a flat walk, and it's still about 1.5 to 2 miles one way. So it's good exercise, and we were ready for that.
That other picture, that was the Edison Company. That's where the power plant is on the island. I think they also have a big water making plant on the island too. This is, I guess, the only service station on the island. And I'm a little bit late. Marty's over there waiting for me. I hope she's still there. Anyway, I got in there. There's the patio, and there is Marty. This is the bar inside the Buffalo Nickel. These people, the food's great, and really, if you're in Avalon, if you call them, I think they'll come in and pick you up. Okay, we're starting to walk back. They've had a lot of rain there the last couple of years. They do get a lot of rock slides. That whole street has got big concrete barricades and chain link fence. Oh yeah, this is also what the helicopter port is. You can go back and forth to the mainland on a helicopter if you want.
Here's a little bit more of the damage. We're actually, as you can see in this, walking right along the edge of the road, and it's really taken a blow in that a lot of it is washed away and they blocked it off, trying to keep people safe.
Yeah, not all that's from rain. Also, they've had some high tides, some big winds. A lot of that is erosion from the ocean.
So it's a nice walk and a nice view of the ocean and the boats, and you can see some of the passenger boats coming and going, and people, getting on them or coming onto the island.
Yeah, this is called Lover's Cove here. This is actually where I think the glass bottom boats take people, and it's a protected area. There's a lot of fish. Here's a guy. He's down there. I don't know what he was doing. Anyway, he was doing push-ups. Look at that. I did like a 10-second clip, and he was still doing them when I quit. So
as we said, here's people waiting to board one of the passenger ships to go back to either Long Beach or San Pedro.
Yeah, the Catalina Flyer too from Newport Beach docks in there. So this is how you get to Catalina by boat. These are fast boats. These are catamarans. You can be in Long Beach Harbor probably in 45 minutes once they leave.
Well, this is one of our favorite places, and we always enjoy being there.
I've been going back and forth to Catalina for like 70 years, man. I love it. I've been all around the world, and really Catalina Island is my favorite island in the whole world. I've had more fun there and more adventures than any other place I've ever been.
And it's very pretty, and it has not lost its charm over time.
No, it's always good. There's something there for everybody. Luckily, it hardly ever changes.
Very interesting to watch people. She's doing a video of her walking around. That should be interesting.
Anyway, we're on our way back to the boat. It was a great walk. I walked 5 miles. Marty walked about 4. This is some of our last shots of downtown Avalon. Anyway, we've been out 2 weeks. We've had a wonderful time. I was looking down on Avalon. Marty, let's go back again in about a month. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. I'm always ready.
All right, let's do it.